Now, if you are like me and love movies that explore things like cults and personal trauma, stick around. I got a movie for you. In Son, we follow a single mother named Laura who will do anything to protect her son. So when her son contracts a mysterious illness, she literally will go at any lengths to figure out how to save her son, and might realize it could be connected to the cult she escaped as a kid. Now, Son is a new Shudder original film that's about to premiere on July 8th, and I had the opportunity to be able to see this film a little early and to tell you guys, well, you actually should definitely check this one out. I actually really liked Son. There's a lot about Son that I think is very well crafted and atmospheric and kind of very spooky. But there's one thing about Son that I think is just fantastic, and that is this lead performance from Andy. I'm not even going to attempt to say her last name because I'm terrible at pronunciation. She's fantastic. You'll recognize her from 2018 Halloween. Yeah, she played Allison. Yeah, she's the lead of this movie. And this is her vehicle, y'all. This movie lives and dies on her performance, and she's fantastic. And I can already tell you this is probably going to be one of the most understated horror performances of 2021. Her performance as a single mother is something that you just buy into. What I liked about it, this movie has a lot of red herrings. And I love that at first you really buy into Laura and you buy into her struggles. And she's so likable and you feel for her. But as the film progresses, certain cracks in her story, certain cracks in her life start to surface, and it makes it for a very thrilling experience. And it's all laced and presented in this beautiful cinematography, and the atmosphere is fantastic. And while there are some jump scares, I myself am a fan of jump scares. I did find some of these jump scares to be a little weak, but when they're effective, they're really, really effective. And some that utilize shadows and stuff like that I thought were just absolutely fantastic. So I do think the movie has some good, solid scares, but what I really think this movie excels in is in the themes and the overall narrative story and how this movie plays with its audience members. Because you believe in the beginning that Laura has been suffering PTSD from this cult and trying to be a single mom and just juggling so much. But as this experience happens and the sort of shit that happens in the 45-minute marker, which I won't say, you start to realize that maybe Laura is a false narrative and that maybe we actually can't trust her, which then feels like we're almost gaslighting her, which is the kind of overall theme of this movie, because we're like, are we gaslighting her? Are we choosing to not believe her story and her trauma? Or maybe is she actually insane and that we should be feared for the kid? And the kid actor in this is fantastic. He does some very scary stuff, but he's in a sense almost self-aware of it. So therefore, when he does it, you can feel the anger and horror on his face and confusion. That just makes for a very riveting experience. And I just thought that that was extremely well done. I will admit though, this movie kind of bits off a little bit more it can chew in terms of themes. And sometimes I just wish it actually would have backed off a little bit on the horror and dived a little bit more into its themes, allowing them to just sort of like breathe. Overall, Son is an atmospheric, creepy horror film that has great scares, great performances from both the kid actor and our lead, and the themes and messages about gaslighting and PTSD and trauma, while all wrapped in this sort of confusing puzzle box of a cult, is gripping and entertaining. I really had a great time with Son and definitely think it's worth checking out. As the score goes, I'm going to give Son a 3.5 out of 5. So you guys, there you have it. That was my little review for Son. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this film when you get the chance to check it out. And until next time, I'm SlasherMovier, and you guys have just been slashed.